In the bustling world of business, where corporations shape our economies and influence our lives, the importance of corporate governance cannot be overstated. It is the backbone of any successful organization, ensuring that companies operate with integrity and transparency. The concept of corporate governance emerges as a beacon of ethical conduct and responsible leadership. It is the system by which companies are directed and controlled, encompassing the mechanisms, processes, and relations by which corporations are regulated and held accountable. Simply put, corporate governance is the framework that guides how a company operates, makes decisions, and interacts with its stakeholders. This framework includes the rules and practices that ensure accountability, fairness, and transparency in a company's relationship with its stakeholders, including shareholders, management, customers, suppliers, financiers, government, and the community. Imagine a large ship navigating treacherous waters. Corporate governance acts as the compass and rudder, ensuring the vessel stays on course and avoids disaster. Just as a ship relies on its navigational tools to reach its destination safely, a company relies on strong governance to achieve its goals and maintain its integrity. Effective corporate governance is paramount to the success and sustainability of any organization. It not only helps in building a positive corporate image, but also enhances the company's ability to attract investment, improve operational performance, and foster long-term growth. It lays the foundation for trust, accountability, and fairness, fostering an environment where businesses can thrive and stakeholders can engage with confidence. When stakeholders trust that a company is being managed well, they are more likely to invest in and support the company. Without a robust system of governance, companies risk veering off course, falling prey to unethical practices, and ultimately jeopardizing their reputation and long-term viability. Scandals and failures often stem from poor governance, leading to financial losses and a loss of stakeholder trust. The principles of corporate governance serve as guiding stars, illuminating the path towards ethical and responsible business practices. These principles include accountability, transparency, fairness, and responsibility, which are essential for maintaining the trust and confidence of stakeholders. This essay will delve into the core principles of corporate governance, exploring their significance and how they contribute to a thriving business ecosystem. We will examine how these principles are applied in practice and the benefits they bring to organizations. We will also examine prominent theories that shed light on the dynamics of corporate governance, providing a comprehensive understanding of this crucial aspect of modern business. These theories offer insights into the various models of governance and their implications for corporate behavior and performance. Real-world examples will illustrate the profound impact of corporate governance, both positive and negative, demonstrating the tangible consequences of its presence or absence. Through these case studies, we will see how good governance can lead to success and sustainability, while poor governance can result in failure and scandal. Accountability, the bedrock upon which trust is built, forms the cornerstone of effective corporate governance. It is not just a concept, but a practice that permeates every level of an organization, from the boardroom to the break room. It is the principle that ensures individuals and entities within an organization are held responsible for their actions and decisions. This responsibility extends to every task, every project, and every interaction, creating a cohesive and reliable work environment. Just as a captain is accountable for the safe passage of their ship, so too are corporate leaders accountable for the ethical and responsible stewardship of their companies. They must navigate the complex waters of business with a steady hand, ensuring that their decisions benefit not just the company, but also its employees, customers, and the broader community. In the realm of corporate governance, accountability encompasses various aspects, including financial reporting, regulatory compliance, and ethical conduct. Each of these elements is crucial in maintaining the integrity and reputation of the organization. When a company embraces accountability, it creates a culture where individuals understand their roles and responsibilities and are held answerable for their actions. This clarity in roles helps in streamlining processes and achieving organizational goals more efficiently. This fosters a sense of ownership and encourages employees at all levels to act with integrity. When employees feel accountable, they are more likely to take initiative, innovate, and contribute positively to the company's success. Accountability mechanisms such as independent audits, internal controls, and whistleblower protection programs play a crucial role in upholding this principle. These mechanisms ensure that there is a system in place to monitor and evaluate actions, providing a safety net that catches errors and misconduct before they escalate. These mechanisms provide checks and balances, ensuring that power is not concentrated in the hands of a few and that any wrongdoing is detected and addressed promptly. This not only protects the company, but also reassures stakeholders that the organization is committed to ethical practices. By embracing accountability, organizations demonstrate their commitment to ethical conduct and responsible business practices. This commitment is reflected in every handshake, every meeting, and every decision made within the company. This, in turn, builds trust with stakeholders, who can be confident that the company is operating with integrity and transparency. Trust is not built overnight. It is earned through consistent and accountable actions that reflect the company's values and principles. Transparency, the lifeblood of ethical decision-making, is another fundamental principle of corporate governance. It emphasizes the importance of open, clear, and timely communication, ensuring that stakeholders have access to accurate and relevant information about the company's operations, performance, and governance practices. Imagine a glass house where every action and decision is visible to the outside world. This is the essence of transparency in corporate governance. By operating in a transparent manner, companies foster an environment of trust and accountability, allowing stakeholders to make informed decisions based on reliable information. Transparency extends to various aspects of corporate governance, including financial reporting, executive compensation, board composition, and stakeholder engagement. Companies that embrace transparency are more likely to attract and retain investors, customers, and employees who value ethical conduct and responsible business practices. Moreover, transparency acts as a deterrent to unethical behavior, as individuals within the organization are aware that their actions are subject to scrutiny. By shedding light on corporate practices, transparency illuminates the path to ethical conduct, fostering a culture of integrity and accountability. Section 4. Fairness. Balancing the scales of justice. Fairness, the principle of treating all stakeholders equitably and justly, is paramount to maintaining a harmonious and sustainable business ecosystem. It is not just a moral obligation, but a strategic necessity in today's interconnected world. It ensures that the interests of all stakeholders, including shareholders, employees, customers, suppliers, and the community, are considered and balanced in decision-making processes. This holistic approach helps in building trust and long-term relationships. Just as a judge strives to weigh evidence impartially and deliver a fair verdict, so too must corporate leaders strive to make decisions that are equitable and just for all stakeholders. This requires a deep understanding of the diverse needs and expectations of each group. This means considering the potential impact of decisions on all parties involved and seeking to minimize any negative consequences while maximizing positive outcomes. It involves a careful analysis of risks and benefits, ensuring that no group is disproportionately affected. Fairness encompasses various aspects of corporate governance, including equitable treatment of employees, fair compensation practices, ethical sourcing of materials, and responsible environmental stewardship. These practices are essential for fostering a culture of integrity and accountability. When companies prioritize fairness, they create a more just and equitable society, where all stakeholders have the opportunity to thrive. This not only enhances the company's reputation, but also contributes to social stability and economic growth. Moreover, fairness fosters a sense of loyalty and commitment among stakeholders, who are more likely to support a company that they perceive as treating them fairly and respectfully. This loyalty translates into better employee retention, customer satisfaction, and supplier partnerships. By balancing the scales of justice, corporate governance ensures that the pursuit of profit does not come at the expense of ethical conduct and social responsibility. It creates a sustainable business model that benefits everyone involved, paving the way for long-term success and prosperity. Section 5. Responsibility, a duty to act with integrity. Responsibility, the moral obligation to act with integrity and consider the consequences of one's actions, forms the ethical backbone of corporate governance. It encompasses a company's duty to operate in a manner that is socially responsible, environmentally sustainable, and economically viable. Just as a doctor takes an oath to do no harm, so too must corporate leaders embrace responsibility for the impact of their decisions on society and the environment. This means considering the long-term consequences of business practices, not just the immediate bottom line. Corporate responsibility extends to various aspects of business operations, including environmental sustainability, human rights, product safety, and community engagement. Companies that embrace responsibility are not only acting ethically, but are also positioning themselves for long-term success in a world where consumers are increasingly demanding ethical and sustainable practices. By acting with integrity and considering the broader impact of their decisions, companies can contribute to a more just, equitable, and sustainable world. Responsibility, therefore, is not just an ethical imperative, but also a smart business strategy.